Hello, everyone. Today I will discuss China's current economic challenges and social transformation. Overview of the economic situation. China's economy is undergoing a critical transformation, facing complex domestic and international challenges. From macroeconomic data, GDP growth is slowing, export trade is weakening, and domestic demand is insufficient. Despite the government's attempts to stabilize growth through various policies, deep-rooted economic issues are difficult to resolve in the short term. Slowing GDP growth. Compared to the rapid growth of the 2000s, China's economic growth has significantly slowed in recent years. Structural problems, resource misallocation, and declining external demand are the main reasons. Obstructed exports and the international environment. Intensified U.S.-China trade frictions have led to a shrinking export market. The growing uncertainty in the international economic environment and the reversal of globalization have further squeezed the profit margins of Chinese export companies. Weak domestic demand and consumer fatigue. The middle class lacks confidence in the future economy, resulting in decreased consumer willingness. Real estate control policies and high housing prices have constrained residents' disposable income. Dual pressures from real estate and local debt. China's real estate sector, once a pillar of economic growth, has now entered an adjustment phase and become a major drag on the economy. Related local debt issues are also becoming increasingly evident. Real estate bubble. The real estate sector has long been overly dependent on investment-driven growth, leading to inflated housing prices. Mismatched housing supply and demand, along with excessive inventory, have put developers in a difficult position. Fiscal pressure on local governments. Local governments heavily rely on land sales revenue, but current land market demand has declined. Large-scale debt rollovers are becoming more severe, with risks of hidden debts rising. Declining housing demand. Urbanization has slowed, reducing new housing demand. The aging population trend makes it difficult to sustain long-term demand in the real estate market. 3. Challenges in manufacturing and industrial upgrading. Pressure on traditional manufacturing. Traditional manufacturing in China faces overcapacity and severe product homogeneity. Environmental policies and rising labor costs in recent years have weakened the global competitiveness of traditional manufacturing. Difficulties in industrial upgrading. Core technology research and development capabilities are lacking, with key areas still relying on imports. Although the government strongly supports high-tech enterprises, overall innovation capacity still needs improvement. Industrial Internet and digital transformation. The development of the industrial Internet provides new opportunities for traditional manufacturing, but the transformation process faces technological bottlenecks. Small and medium-sized enterprises face high costs in digital transformation and lack unified technical support. Challenges in the social security system. Impact of an aging society. The aging process is accelerating, with a declining labor force dragging on economic growth. Pension payment pressure is increasing, and local finances are struggling to cope. Insufficient investment in healthcare and education. Uneven distribution of medical resources and poor conditions in grassroots healthcare fail to meet residents' needs. Educational equity is lacking, with significant urban-rural gaps affecting human capital accumulation. Difficulties for low-income groups. Large numbers of migrant workers and low-income groups lack basic social security. Income inequality exacerbates social stratification, and the wealth gap continues to widen. Deep impact of culture and governance models. Influence of traditional culture. The legacy of hierarchical structures in Chinese traditional culture profoundly impacts modern governance models. The continued prevalence of bureaucratic thinking leads to unequal resource allocation. Challenges in social governance. Traditional government-led management models are ill-suited to meet diverse modern societal needs. Social organizations lack independence, and grassroots governance efficiency is low. Lack of an innovation culture. Innovation requires a culturally diverse and tolerant environment, but traditional Chinese culture is relatively conservative. Enterprises and individuals often face policy and institutional constraints in the innovation process. International perspective and the future of globalization. China's role in globalization. China is gradually transitioning from its role as the world's factory, striving to move up the international value chain. The Belt and Road Initiative offers Chinese enterprises opportunities to expand into international markets, albeit accompanied by geopolitical risks. Cooperation and confrontation in the international community. In the technology sector, the trend of U.S.-China technological decoupling is evident, significantly impacting China's high-tech enterprises. China's governance capacity in the international community faces scrutiny, and how to enhance its global discourse power is a key challenge. Trend of repatriated international investment. Due to rising political risks and supply chain uncertainties, some foreign enterprises are withdrawing investments from China or relocating to other regions. This trend challenges China's foreign investment-dependent economic model. Possible future pathways. Deepening reform. Promote economic restructuring to reduce reliance on real estate and heavy industries. Strengthen market mechanisms and improve resource allocation efficiency. Innovation-driven development. Enhance scientific and technological research capabilities and promote independent innovation. Support the development of small and medium-sized enterprises to create more fertile ground for innovation. Improving social security. Improve pension, healthcare, and education systems to enhance social stability. Strengthen poverty alleviation efforts to narrow the wealth gap. International cooperation and domestic stability. Actively participate in global governance and strengthen cooperation with other countries. Stabilize domestic social order and boost public confidence in the future. In conclusion, China's economic, social, and cultural development faces many challenges, but also holds potential opportunities. Amid the ongoing waves of globalization and technological change, China must pursue reforms and innovations to find a development path that suits its circumstances. By balancing internal and external environments and improving governance capacity, China has the chance to emerge successfully in a complex international landscape.